Here's the former UCLA
Jamie
Fairbairn to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is
underway.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I got 4 now. It's Cowboys in Houston. I'm loud screaming it now.
Check 41. Hey, mark the screen.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Third and long for Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On second down, it's Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Elliott. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
He's checking. We're going to 54.
Yeah.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. No gain on the play there, second down. On second down, it's Pollard. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, it's Pollard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Watson. Rolling to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Third and long. It's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Watson now going to run the option right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Yeah. Nah. Passing. Running.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. With that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be, and offensive line injuries. 3
straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses.
Yeah, they just can't stop anyone running the football.
Okay, and then the Rams, 3 straight losses for them.
Yeah, definite reason for concern because they cannot get the running game figured out. Todd Gurley not touching it enough, but Kenny.
And then the Browns. Everyone was so high on them before the season started. What about now?
So many expectations. That's part of the problem they have right now, but they still would be contenders in their division.
Quickly back to the Chiefs, though. Are you concerned about them? They're still a real contender here, aren't they?
Still a contender, but I'm concerned as heck on defense for anyone who wants to be committed to running the football.
Watch the pass.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
I'll take that.
Sean Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Watson. And he's going to go down again. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. Flush to his right. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal, but all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will give the football back.
Shit, if you ain't want to, I'll take it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Alert! Alert! Hey, one set, echo! 54, line 54.
3 buzz. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson.
My nigga.
This is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Check. Crouch. Here we go, 46.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Prescott now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Cooper was the target there. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
From his goal line here, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He's got Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down.
Face face man, my nigga.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Face mask. Oh,
that was an
dang.
excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
I have to, you unmute your mic.
So they'll come
I
up
can't have no
first and
music in
10
the
now from
background.
the 33.
Yeah.
Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. Able to avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Can't lie, that's a bad man, bro.
Throwing on third down, Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No, it will be a pick.
Another good drive,
Nice,
Charles,
man.
but it looks like another that might end in a field
That nigga
goal
would have jumped in
try.
front of.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you
on
know,
DeAndre Hopkins.
another field goal
You
is
would've hit.
coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives.
All thing that
They've
nigga
got to
had to do
figure
was just
out
jump in
what's
front
the
of him.
final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now on second and 13, Prescott. He's going to take off with it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott being chased out left. Oh, he's looking. It got his man complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
First down, Prescott going for the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And
Come
he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Come on.
Brandon, offensively,
That
this has
nigga
been a
went
tough
and got
day
out
for
his
him.
hand.
Trying to find a place to throw the
He's taking
football.
out his
It's
hand.
extremely difficult.
Hey, he said
I've got to
take
give a lot
Cannon
of
from
credit
a
to the
baby.
secondary, especially the corners. They've had the receivers on lockdown.
It took
Watson
Cannon
will
from a
bring up
baby.
the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Like I said, taking Cannon
with the
from a
lead,
baby.
you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Watson now to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Austin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, protecting everything.
Still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one down.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that.
A whole lot of balls
really,
that he
when you're
supposed to be
looking at it,
catching.
now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Third down, Carlos Hyde. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I did score. I did score.
Fairbairn able to hit this one through. And that will bump up the
if
lead
I didn't
again
score, I would have
to 12-0.
Who say?
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give
might
them a
be
touchdown in that
watching.
situation, right? Made them
Might
kick the
be
field
watching.
goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Oh, that nigga just took it out your hands. I said, dang.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott forced out to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And this is intercepted.
Take it to the crib. That nigga said, I ain't scoring motherfucking touchdown. What a take it to the crib.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them.
Hey, man, throw the pitches up. Take some pitches.
This was a defense that was well prepared.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't
play out of the game.
They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Hey, Zeke shut down. Leave.